In these rocks lies the footprint of giants who shaped the Jurassic world. Some skeletons here belong to the most iconic, long-necked titans ever known. Two legends shared these floodplains, the slender Diplodocus and the mighty Apatosaurus. One built like a living bridge, the other like a walking mountain. Their world was a warm mosaic of rivers, forests, and endless green corridors. To meet them alive, we step back into the Morrison age. Dawn arrives over a land where giants move like slow weather. The first shapes we see are not predators, but peaceful titans of plant and patience.
These meadows feed bodies large enough to reshape the landscape.
Leads the Diplodocus line, a long-necked specialist built for reach and efficiency. Nearby, Atlas the Apatosaurus towers with heavier muscle and thicker bones. They share the same world, but not the same strategy.
Diplodocus feeds with a light touch, stripping foliage with speed and precision.
Apatosaurus relies on strength, harvesting dense vegetation with steady power.
By morning, the long necks navigate cooler forest lanes. Their footsteps are slow, but each carries the weight of a small hill. Even herd geometry reflects anatomy and temperament. The young stay close, protected by a wall of living mass. Water is life here, and every crossing is a ritual of caution.
Diplodocus tests the route with balance and long-legged grace.
Apatosaurus enters like a moving dam, calm and unstoppable. The herd becomes a careful convoy across open water. Predators exist in this world, but size changes the odds. A hunter may stalk, yet the risk of attacking a giant is enormous.
Diplodocus relies on awareness and mobility within the herd.
Apatosaurus adds a fortress-like presence at the herd's flank.
Sometimes, survival is simply being too costly to challenge. Peace returns, measured in slow bites and drifting mist.
Their long necks allow a wide feeding band without constant relocation.
The heavier giants specialize in tougher, crowded growth. As the season dries, the land tightens around water. Thirst draws giants into spaces where tensions can rise. Diplodocus keeps flexibility, avoiding congestion. Apatosaurus uses mass to secure safer access for its young. The herd's calm hides constant vigilance. Heavier bodies create an unspoken shield. Tiny lives cling to the safety of giants.
As weeks pass, the young learn the rhythm of migration.
For Diplodocus, speed of movement matters as much as size.
For Apatosaurus, stability is the lesson of childhood. Experience turns danger into routine. The whip-like tail is balance, signal, and last resort deterrent.
Apatosaurus carries strength in its core, not in haste.
Hunters watch for the rare moment a giant becomes vulnerable. Even titans face the risks of terrain.
The herd responds like a single living organism.
Weather tests the endurance of the largest bodies. Diplodocus chooses open routes for visibility.
Apatosaurus prefers cohesive strength over long lines.
In stormlight, two legends become one colossal skyline. Rain renews the scent of plants and resets the ecosystem's tempo. The giants return to abundance with quiet relief.
Della's long reach spreads pressure across the landscape.
Atlas clears space, creating pathways for smaller herd mates. Different designs, same purpose: survive, grow, and nurture the young. The river reflects them like floating continents. Diplodocus is built for lighter efficiency, Apatosaurus for heavier force. When water shrinks again, strategy becomes as important as size. Spacing prevents panic in a crowded world. Their presence discourages opportunistic threats. Giants shape microhabitats for lesser lives.
Their feeding styles reduce conflict by dividing the buffet.
Practice becomes survival memory. The grove remains the heart of the herd's future. Two species, two protective rhythms, one shared goal. Predators test boundaries, but rarely gamble against massed giants. The whiptail is not just a tool, it is a language. Their migrations carve highways that last beyond a season.
Evenings soften the edges of a harsh prehistoric life.
Storms remind the herd that nature is the true ruler of the plains. Days pass in cycles of feeding, traveling, and protecting the young. Diplodocus is engineered for reach, range, and rapid signaling. Apatosaurus is engineered for stability and brute endurance. Scarcity intensifies every encounter across species. Flexibility helps the slender giants avoid unnecessary conflict. Mass becomes a protective currency for the smallest bodies. Wise migration is often about temperature as much as food. The nesting grove remains a compass for herd memory.
Play becomes practice in a world that demands skill early. For heavier species, rhythm and steadiness are the first lessons.
Confidence grows as the young adopt the herd's choreography.
Predators are patient too, waiting for an unlikely opening. Cohesion is the simplest and strongest defense.
Few sights in prehistory were as awe-inspiring as a horizon of moving towers.
The giants unintentionally feed entire communities by changing the ground.
Feeding becomes a slow dance of height and distance. Even the sky seems to admire their scale. Different designs can coexist when the land is rich enough. But richness never lasts forever.
When resources shift, the herd must become a moving solution. Rivers are the lifelines that guide the giant's map.
Their shadows are as long as their legends. Shared routes reduce risk and conserve energy. This is the quiet dominance of herbivores who mastered size.
Fossils confirm the contrast we see in life: light efficiency beside heavy endurance.
Science helps us map how these giants shared one landscape.
Each bone is a reminder of unimaginable scale. From stone to study, the long neck story continues.
With evidence in hand, we can imagine their daily lives more clearly.
Diplodocus behavior hints at efficient group movement, rather than brute force.
Apatosaurus offers stability that benefits the whole mixed community.
The river remembers them in ripples of light. Their greatest legacy is not size, but continuity. Weather, predators, and scarcity tested them, yet they endured.
Even giants must conserve energy to survive the long calendar of seasons.
Together, these long necks shaped the Morrison world's heartbeat.
A skyline of living towers, peaceful yet unstoppable. Assembled bones reveal elegance in scale.
Next to it, Apatosaurus looks like the heavy guardian of the floodplain. These layers preserve a world that feels almost impossible today.
Their influence extended far beyond their own species.
A single crossing can leave a signature in mud for days.
They move on, as they always did, slowly, surely, and together. Prime Wildlife brings fossil worlds to life with cinematic care.
If you enjoyed these long neck legends, please like this video to support the series. Subscribe to Prime Wildlife for more dinosaurs and prehistoric ecosystems.
Comment below, which amazed you more, Diplodocus elegance or Apatosaurus power? Share this episode with anyone who loves the gentle giants of Earth's past. You're watching Prime Wildlife, where ancient life feels real again. Because sometimes the greatest strength is quiet endurance.
These plains once carried the slow thunder of peaceful titans.
The rivers of the Jurassic are gone, but their stories remain in stone.
Forests that once echoed with giant breaths now live only in imagination. A single vertebra hints at a neck that could reach across a room.
A heavier bone tells a story of power, built to hold a living mountain upright. The dig ends for the day, but the wonder does not. Remember them as architects of calm in a world of colossal change. In the quiet after dawn, the plains belong to slow footsteps again. More prehistoric journeys are waiting for you on Prime Wildlife. Like and subscribe if you want the next giants of the Jurassic and beyond.
Tell us your favorite long neck moment from this episode.
Sharing helps these ancient stories reach new explorers.
2 designs, 1 ecosystem. A shared legacy of survival.
The Morrison rivers were stages for the biggest calm on Earth.
Sometimes the most powerful scenes are the quiet ones.
This world was vast enough for giants to live without constant conflict.
Storms came and went, but the herd's rhythm endured.
Tales were balance, signal, and momentum in the giant's slow dance.
Comparisons like these help us see coexistence, not rivalry.
In the mind's eye, bone becomes breath once more.
The long-neck legends fade into light, leaving only awe behind.
These fossils are quiet, but their stories are enormous.
This was legendary longnecks Olduvs, Diplodocus and Apatosaurus. Thank you for watching Prime Wildlife.